Hello. So, have you ever heard the phrase you need to niche down, choose your niche? Well, when I started my company journey, I read a lot of books, and in every book, it always said choose your niche, go down your niche, find a very specific niche that you can be all in, and so on, so you can have a clear message, have a clear communication in your marketing, and the prospect really feel that you are the expert. And I did that, and I started around 4 companies where we were really niche down. And my latest company, I really niche down, and it also ruined my passion. And what do I mean by that? I mean that is that I had a company where I helped the guys in the dating area, and it was very specific. So I helped guys meeting the girlfriend out in the streets, without online dating, without nightclubs, and I loved that. But in the journey, I also want some new adventures, some new journeys, and then I started a new company where it was very specific, very niche down. So I helped women over 40 losing weight without calories, uh, without diets, without exercises. So it was very niche down, and then in the Danish market. And I started that, and I had some really clear marketing, and I got a good start. I made some good revenue on it, but after like 9-10 months, I had no passion for it, because maybe you start out in a niche, but at some point you will be like, ugh, tired of it. You'll be like, it's the same audience, it's the same problem, it's the same product, it's the same service, and so on. And that also means that I'm figuring out actually closing down that weight loss company, because it is so niche down, and I really love coaching. I really love help people, but I feel that I'm kind of trapped. I feel like this niching thing is like, I feel that not only for me but also people, it's trapping people, that you're niching down, and then you feel trapped, because you as a person will always evolve. Maybe you can choose a niche here and you think it's fun, but slowly you will also get other interests, and you will grow as a person and find this interesting, and this and this and this. But if this one is your main income, you need to focus on this and so on, because that is your interest. And if you're an entrepreneur that really growth in new learnings and personal development, then you will always feel stuck if you niche down to a very specific thing. And I felt that, yeah, it had ruined my my passion, because I like to niche down, and I got a really big competition advantage, because I was the only person in Denmark doing what I was doing, and there was no other people in the industry doing exactly what I was doing. I had a very specific niche, but at the same time, I don't have the same interest in this company anymore. So what I have learned from this is that, um, from now on, my niche and what I'm coaching, and maybe you can get inspired of this, is something I find interesting. So I am as I am, and I know that I have really good skills in a lot of things: dating, business, mindset, and so on. But if a person comes to me and say, Simon, I want you to only help me with this very specific things, I can say, yeah, sure, but I think there's better people out there that is very good on this very specific thing. I'm much better in the overall personal development, and that is what I want to do. So, and I think you can do it 100%. I think that you can go out and have a very broad niche and be like, yeah, I like to help people with this, but I also have interest in this and this. I just feel that maybe, I think it's the most important thing is just that you are raw, that people like you, that they want your help with you, they want your help and not your specific niche help. And I think if you communicate that to the world, I think that people will find their own why they should choose you. So maybe you are, let's say that you are a fitness coach, but you also help people with dating, and you're just a broad life coach kind of. Many experts will say to you, choose a niche, be very specific. But if you just go out and say, hey, I'm just a personal development guy, I help people with business, dating, and so on, and that's my experience, I think that a lot of people will be like, okay, fair enough, and they will find their own why they will choose you instead of the very niche down guy. I think the most important thing is that from now on, if you just as me feel very trapped and feel very like uninspired in being niche down, then just say fuck that shit. I'm not a niche guy anymore. Fuck the niche. You can yeah, fuck you, because at some point you will be interested in something else. So if you feel trapped down in niche as me, maybe you should go a route just like me, because from now on, I'm not a niche guy anymore. I'm just me, and I have different interests, and I want to share that with the world, what I'm interested, and then the right person can come to me and get my help. And I think that is a good way to be in, because then you can always evolve in your niche. Because if your audience, if your prospect can grow together with you, then you can always have a client the rest of your life. Because let's say that you help a guy with let's say dating, and you're also interested in business, and sooner or later this guy with business, he also wants help with business, maybe he also will self-development and so on. He can use you as a life coach the rest of your life, and you don't feel stuck because your interesting is also growing. So yeah, I think that maybe you will see in this world that people will grow more broad in their niches. And of course, I also think that there will still be a lot of niche down persons, because if you're running ads and you're very, very niche down, you can still have very big benefits because you have a very clear message. But at the same time, I also think that there's a lot of coaches in those industries that felt trapped. So yeah, niching down can ruin your passion. It ruined mine, and that's why I'm changing what I'm doing and going more broad. All the best. And if you want my big broad niche help, you can check out my description.